Afternoon, folks. Brian here again. Sunday, November 30, 2025. Let's continue the investigation into the cosmic ray-induced AirBus A320 software glitches, incidents. Apparently, it's also the hardware. So the A320 uses what's called fly-by-wire systems, which relay electronic inputs rather than human-controlled hydraulic mechanisms. The ELAC system, Elevator Aileron Computer System. This was a specific failure for which the fix was a software rollback. They reverted back to a previous software version to correct the problem. If it was not replaced or modified, a worst-case scenario could have been uncommanded elevator movement that may result in exceeding the aircraft's structural capability. Now, somebody asked me recently, why was this limited only to the Airbus 320? Maybe it wasn't. So when I started thinking about this, I started recalling the memories of some other crashes, which had the same flight characteristics, nosedive. And that being early 2018 and late 2019, involving the two Boeing 737 MAX aircraft. October 29, 2018, Leon Airlines from Jakarta, specifically Tangerang, know the area, been there, and had a similar malfunction in which all 189 passengers and crew died. Then once again involving another 737 MAX in March 10, 2019, Ethiopia. The exact same thing happened. I'm going to stall for a minute. Do you recognize that time period? Late 2018, early 2019. Is it coincidence that that was also the same time that they found that the geomagnetic north excursion rapidly, suddenly started to accelerate and caught everybody off guard? That was the exact same time period that the US government shut down because they had to suddenly recalibrate everything. Don't you find that odd? Let's continue. A stabilizing system known as MCAS, Maneuvering Characteristics Augmentation System, is a flight stabilization system, which in the case of the two 737 crashes, found to have delivered the wrong inputs during flight, confusing the pilots and ultimately leading to the disaster of an uncontrolled dive once again. So I don't think it's just related to the Airbus aircraft. Not related to these three incidents. It should be noted that aircraft normally fly at higher altitude where the atmosphere is thinner and exposing them to more cosmic radiation. So when you have a thinner atmosphere and low pressure, that allows more of the muons to penetrate, to reach Earth and aircraft. So I'm finding this very, very interesting. It would take much, much more research. So the question is, did cosmic radiation affect the flight input sensors of the two 737 MAX crashes? Who knows? Let's stay on the subject of safe air travel and volcanic eruptions. Volcanic ash, which is pulverized rock and glass, it can cause engine damage and failures. So engines operate off of very high temperatures, so that if the ash particles enter the combustion chambers, they can melt, forming molten glass-like deposits on the inside of the engines. Compressor stalls, loss of thrust, flame outs, or engines shut down unexpectedly mid-flight. You're also going to have visibility impairments of the cockpit. Windows become coated with abrasive particles. Volcanic ash can also damage aircraft sensors. Instrument and system failures. Volcanic ash can clog critical sensors such as the pitot tubes and static ports. Which measure the airspeed and altitude. Ash infiltration into ventilation and pressurization systems, which introduce toxic sulfur smelling into the cabin, affecting the passengers and flight crew. So, air travel is going to be, at the very least, problematic. But once again, why do they keep on repeating that it's allegedly, when it was not, unless they hid the information, that there was severe space weather conditions on the event of October 2025 with the JetBlue flight? It's like they want us to know this information. Or they want you to think it is the radiation originating from the sun. It could also be galactic cosmic rays. Galactic cosmic rays are 10 times more highly energetic than cosmic rays originating from the sun. Galactic cosmic rays originate from the remnants of supernovas and so forth. Let's not forget our visiting twin sister, Sal. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring you this additional information that I've been finding up. So once again, the A320 uses what's called fly-by-wire systems, which rely on electrical inputs, which can be compromised. The software can be compromised. The equipment can be compromised from electromagnetic radiation. And this was the specific failure for that one flight. And again, the fix was a software rollback or reverting back to a previous versions. Anyway, folks, I'm going to wrap it up for this video here.